All right, guys, here we are with another Q&A. I sent out an email a couple days ago, and if you're not on the email list, click the link below. In this YouTube video, you will see the Start Here tab. The email was called The Balls to Take Risks, because most people don't have the balls to take a risk. They're clock punchers in life. They're just repeatedly kind of going through the motions, doing all things that are safe. And yes, there is a little bit of a beauty to being safe in life, but there is more beauty to taking slight risks and pushing yourself outside of the boundaries of being comfortable to experience life at a greater level. So check out this question. This question says, and I don't know who this is from, Energy Bound. Zach, your words never fail to inspire me. I just moved to the city and I'm away from my family for the first time ever. Every day is like a yo-yo of emotions that I battle through that keeps telling me to drop the whole thing and just go back home. Yet there are always a few sprinkles of inspiration that get me to stay. How do you stay strong in the face of uncertainty? Do you have any books or mantras that you read or follow? So this is a great question. And I have my fears and my doubts as well. And one thing I always talk about is you want to surround yourself with inspiring, strong, action-taking people. And when I first started learning that about who to surround myself with, when I started moving away from the people that kind of brought me down, negative energy, it was hard because I didn't have other people to surround me with. And this is before podcasts were out. So I started surrounding myself, quote unquote, I always say, with media, with books that inspired me, with CDs, audio interviews, things that inspired me. So my new friends, my surroundings came from other successful people that were nowhere near me. And they were books by Tony Robbins, all kinds of audio interviews. Back in the day, Ryan Lee used to run a business for fitness professionals, and I used to always listen to his interviews over and over again because they always had stories of people taking struggle and turning them into strength, people taking a tragedy and turning it into a triumph. So I learned from all those successful people, and now it's so easy to listen to these successful people with podcasts. So you should be listening to my podcast on a regular basis, and then you should be reading books that inspire you. I love to read autobiographies because I love to read of how somebody has overcame the toughest of times. And that's why in my earlier years, when I got to high school, I was constantly reading Arnold Schwarzenegger's Education of a Bodybuilder, because my favorite stories were when he broke the rules, when he flew to America for the first time for a bodybuilding competition but didn't know how to speak English, when he escaped from the army and took a train overnight to compete in the junior Mr. Europe, knowing that he would be penalized for going against the Austrian army rules. So I love hearing people that are willing to take risks, and then it just doesn't seem so hard. It doesn't seem so out there because I'm hearing how other people have done it, and it gives me the confidence to tell me I can do it. And of course, what's the worst thing that can happen to you? You're away from your family. Many, many, many millions of people have left family before, and you're out in the city. You need to now take your nervous energy, harness it, and do things that are creative, do things that are helping others. So when you have a hard time lifting yourself up, I want you to focus on lifting others up. And I've used this mantra, or I've used this idea even at the toughest of times. So if I'm going through a brutal workout, or when I was at the Spartan wrestling camp, I told the wrestlers, I said, as soon as you start getting that tough time, I want you to start helping the guy next to you. Start pushing your training partner. Help them. Take the focus off of you and put the focus on them. And then you're going to realize that you are strong, that you do feel successful. So instead of soaking in your sorrow and being, upset for yourself, pat yourself on the back for taking the risk and doing something away from family. And now set your goals. Write those goals down. Every day, have a 3-action to-do list. Every day and every big goal should have a deadline, and you're going to reverse engineer those things. Just like you would reverse engineer training for a 500-pound deadlift or a 400 or 315-pound bench press. You reverse engineer those things with a plan of attack, and you fucking take action. So right now you're being a bit of a chicken shit. You're allowing the fear to hold you down and to basically be a crybaby about it. But when I think of tough times, I like to change my frame of reference. And if you've read about this in my Encyclopedia of Underground Strength and Conditioning, I talk about how my grandfather and grandmother had to escape the Holocaust, and how my grandfather fought in the Polish military, the Russian military, and the Israeli military. He built his house by his hands. And here we are. You have opportunity. You're in the city. And then here's somebody maybe like myself now and again complaining. And that's when I need to punch myself in the fucking face, just like you probably need to punch yourself in the face and do something worthy. Dare to be great. Dare something of greatness. And right now, you need to change your frame of reference. There are many people out there who have accomplished infinitely more than you and I with infinitely less than you and I. So opportunity is there. Sometimes you just got to stop being a fucking chicken shit and be an ass kicker. Slap yourself in the face and make it happen. Those of you that are new here, you want the inspiration and a punch in the face, click the links below. Inspiration, free training courses, strong mind, strong body, strong life. Peace.